Yes, welcome back to another Conor podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone's well. Just coming off the podcast with Matt, the Hammer Hodgson there, and now talking to his opponent, Conor the Crook Cooke. Not easy to say, but I got my lips around it. It's going to be an unreal fight. It's going to be. I think it's got the potential to steal the show. This fight. I genuinely do. I think the way that these two lads set up and everything like that, and the styles that they've got, it's going to be something special to watch. I think. Definitely. So make sure you get your tickets. You can head over to Conor's Instagram. I've got it in the description box. If you want a ticket, go and get a ticket off him. Help the lads get a payday. He might have a link for you to kind of go and get tickets from and everything if it's working. But yeah, and also big shout out to Cloud Competitions for sponsoring the podcast. The link to there is in the description box as well. They've got Oasis tickets at the moment on sale. They're doing one for free, which you can go and register for. I think there's some there for $199 or $149. They're doing a weekend in Dublin for the Dublin show with £1,000 spending money. So go over there, give them a follow, get involved in the competitions because what they're doing is unbelievable. And there's loads of other competitions as well that you can win money and stuff like that. So Cloud Competitions, give them a shout. Thank you to all the new and old subscribers. Appreciate you all. Jab the like button, jab the subscribe button. But as always, stop waffling on. Let's get Conor the Crook on. Here he is, living it up. Just leaving Marseille on his cruise, having the best fight camp you can imagine. How's it all going, my man?
Living the dream. I'm on my way to Barcelona on a cruise, down the Mediterranean Sea. I've had worse camps, I'll tell you that.
Definitely. It's going to be a little bit different. I always ask how camp is and everything like that, but camp on a cruise, that must be something new and something different. How are you managing to deal with all that?
Hearing still, mate. Bear with me. Hello, bear with me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, pal. Can
Hello?
you hear me?
Oh, I've lost you. Hold on. I've lost you.
The Bluetooth connected.
Bear with me, Ross.
You're supposed to back up there. Second in
Can you hear me now?
Newcastle. I can hear you, pal. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I think I've lost you. I'll take these out. Hold on. It's a bad signal where I'm at, to see.
In the middle of nowhere.
Maybe second.
Difficult, but
right, I think that's me now.
Can you hear me now?
Beer. Go ahead. Let me see. A wee bit like it's not too good.
Yeah, I've got a problem with my microphone. My microphone decided to stop working tonight, so I'm having to use the one on the.
I don't know what's going on there, like. My headphones are working, but now they're not.
I always ask how camp's going and things like that. It's a little bit different for you this time. Obviously, been on a cruise. How does camp on a cruise work?
A camp on a cruise? Well, To be fair, Ross, the last fucking 4 or 5 fights I've had haven't had much of a camp. So being on a cruise, training every morning, every night, eating the best of foods is the best I've been in a long time. Like, so it's actually a benefit for me, to be honest. Plus, I have my son with me. He's up there. And then I have friggin' all the best of views around me. And every morning you wake up and you see the horizon, like it's hard to beat.
Yeah. Fantastic. Who's looking after Ira? Who's looking after the dog?
Me, I find it very hard to hear you here.
Who's looking?
Bear with me a second, trying to fix this.
Who's looking after the dog? Oh, you've muted
the dog's in a boarding kennel for 2 weeks.
Has he?
There we hang. She's probably had the time of her life, but to be honest, she's fucking getting there's a big field in that boarding kennel she's at. There's a big field, and she just runs about that big field today.
Excellent.
So I would say she's more than happy.
Yeah, as I was saying, I've just done a podcast with Matt there. He's saying he's ready. He's coming for you. I'm sure you feel the same way about that as well. But this fight, I was saying in the intro there, it's kind of set up for. I think you could steal the show. Has been a fight of the night contender. Your style's very similar. You both worked hard over the last year and a bit to get to where you are, and finally fighting for the UK BKFC light heavyweight championship.
Yeah, no, 100%. Matt's a great fighter, and I know I'm a great fighter. Like, so we both have a very similar style, I believe, and I know it's going to be a cracking fight. I think it's perfect for us both, like you say. and it's a fight both of us want it. I would both assume for a long time. Maybe not against each other, but definitely both wanted a title fight. We were down, son, and our opportunity has arisen, and we both snatched it, and we both know what we're going in for. I know I'm going in for a tough night. He knows he's going to have a tough night too, because I'm going to be at my absolute best. He's going to be at his absolute best. So it's going to be one for the fans and one for the books. My plan is to put on a spectacular performance. It's one people will talk about forever, and hopefully starts opening bigger doors.
Fingers
Likewise
crossed.
for Matt, I'm sure he's hoping the same and training for the same thing.
Yeah.
We're both taking this game very serious.
Well,
But there will be only one person leaving that ring successful, and that's going to be myself.
Obviously, not looking past Matt, but
Not at all.
If you walk away with the belt and not looking past Matt, where do you think that kind of puts you? What's the next thing for Conor Cooke?
Well, I've had a busy couple of years. I guess this is my 5th or 6th in a year and a half, 5 years, and probably one of the most active fighters in the whole entire roster. So I keep saying I'm going to take a break, but I probably won't. So I don't know. My goal was just to work my balls off and get this belt, and I've done that. I've earned my stripes. Getting the title shot's been justified with the work I put in the last 2 years, just in BKFC alone. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind having 1 or 2 more fights. I would love to have a defence in Ireland with the Conor McGregor connection now. I don't see why that can't happen. But it's all about the money thing too. Like I would like to start getting proper money paid. I like to start getting doing this like a fucking proper full-time job, like, which it is. But I think we all need something to change in it, money-wise. So I don't really want to be fighting 5 fights again in 2 years for pennies. So I'll just go out and take a step back and think. I don't know. I don't really know what's next, to be honest. I'm not giving up by any means, but I don't know how active I'm going to be after I become a champ. Dublin. Having the fight in Ireland is my main goal, and being a world champion is my main goal. But it's not paying me. It's killing me. Like, to be honest, it's financially ruined me last year because wasn't getting my money proper. Things weren't making sense, and I was just giving up work. Those were adding up. So after this fight, I'm definitely taking a step back, think, and evaluate what the heck I'm doing or what's going to happen. So until I win that belt, I'll not know.
Yeah. And hopefully bringing a bit of a crowd with you as well. Obviously, the ticket sales, it's very important with the BKFC and things like that. You need to sell the tickets and you get a percentage of it. Hopefully bring a bit of a crowd over from Ireland with you this time.
No, 100%. It's all about ticket sales. Professional boxing is the same, which is the way it is. I get that, understand that. There's no ticket sales, there's no show. So that is the way it is. And unfortunately, I'm always an away fighter, so I'm always bringing people over. But I don't think people understand much. Like I say, I've had 4 or 5 fights in a year and a half. I've had to bring 4 or 5 crowds over, and it's not hard. I mean, it's not easy asking people to come over all the time because it's dear. Like some people have to take it off work, get their kids minded, book hotels, book flights, book buses, taxis. So I've always had a good few ones over with me, and this time I think so far is 25, 30 going over so far, and I haven't really properly pushed it yet because I'm on holidays, but I should have a really good crowd going with me, especially for being a away fighter, which I think is fucking pretty decent.
It is.
Like I would like to see other boys doing that over in Ireland, coming over to Ireland every fucking 2 or 3 months fighting, bring crowds over. It's hard to do, but I'm making it work. But this crowd's going to be a big one. I'm aiming to bring over a small army, so we'll see how it goes.
Excellent. And like you say, getting a show happening in Ireland or something like that eventually would be unbelievable, wouldn't it? Do you think Crook Park will be on the cards with McGregor at some point?
Oh, you wouldn't know what that man does. That man's got so many ideas in his head. And with him being connected now and being involved, why not have me hitting the title defense in the 3 Arena or something even, or in the Belfast? So I think that could happen probably next year. But no one's told me this. I'm just assuming. Yeah. I'm sure McGregor does want a home card, but he's going to need more Irish fighters. I'm the only one. I've got the whole BKFC fucking platform on my shoulders, kind of. And there has to be more fighters come in. Probably, I'm going to assume there's some boys lined up to sign, but there isn't. Just me on my own, representing BKFC over in Ireland. So
there are a few.
He has to give himself a few more fighters and get the show organised, and that may be a main event.
I know there's a couple of BYB boys from Ireland on. There's a couple of BYB boys from Ireland, isn't there? But
yeah, there's not
more. I'm surprised there's not more of the fighting Irish wanting to go into the BKFC.
I've questioned that myself all the time. Hey, isn't there? Like we're fighting nation. We do enough bare knuckle fighting, but obviously underground stuff. So I just don't get it. There's a lot of boxers. You see, we have a boxer show on nearly every fucking 2 or 3 weeks over here. The show's on all the time. So unlicensed boxing and semi-pro boxing. So maybe everybody just caught up on that. And trying to do shows over in Ireland too is very difficult to hear because insurance, and nobody wants to go near it. A few shows have came close to happening, and they fell through the last minute. And then there's a couple of guys getting signed, like you say, the BYB. But I just don't know. Maybe it's just the start. Maybe this is kind of like the starting the era for it. Maybe I'm the front runner, BKFC fighters. Maybe just as we're going to start getting in the mainstream any minute now, really. And the McGregor thing's going to help. I'll say this time next year to be a few more fighters signed up. This is just a start for us, I believe.
I think so as well. It's mad to think where it could be in 5 years' time. But outside of the bare knuckle for yourself, is coaching or something that I know you do a little bit of coaching, anyways, don't you?
I do a bit of coaching here and there. Like I don't do as much as I should be doing.
What about coaching some of the bare knuckle lads that possible lads that want to come through? Is that something you'd be
absolutely, 100%. That's kind of like a wee bit of a goal for mine here at the minute. I want to just keep fighting. Like I said, I've put the work in the last 2 years. I want to just do another, maybe a couple of years at it, and then get the belts, get all the belts, become the world champ, and then maybe start focusing on my own wee team, my own promotion. I want to get involved with promotion down the line. I had a wee fight team a few years back. I had my own boxing academy, a Cooke boxing academy, and I closed it down during COVID. So I wouldn't mind getting something like that back up and running, and get the bare knuckle scene proper, getting it over here, kind of become like a front runner of it all, But riding off the back of my success with BKFC, so I think it's very important for me to do well in this sport, so I can kind of have a platform for myself to become a coach and a promoter over here. But we'll see. Time will tell.
Time will tell, my man. Obviously, as I said before, Matt said that he's coming for you. He's ready. Have you got anything that you kind of want to say to Matt at all?
Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Yoo-hoo, you want to I can't wait. Matt's a good lad. He's a big, tall fucker. Like, he's strong. He's ambitious. He's fired up. He's going to be super motivated. But he's going to get knocked out. And I promise you that. Look into my eyes. I'm telling you. It's happening. This belt's my belt. See my screensaver on my phone? It's a BKFC belt. I tell myself every morning, I'm coming home. I show it to my son every day. We're going to have that on the wall with the rest of them. And I mean that. Mark my words.
Is that something that you do? Is that something you do, like visualization? Is that big for yourself?
Every day. Every single. The only time I didn't do it was a David Oscar fight. I ignored it. Didn't do all my normal stuff. My sister was in a coma and stuff, so my head wasn't in the right place for all that there, and wasn't training. I was one of the only fight I noticed that I didn't do any fucking proper preparations as I always do, and it backfired on me. So first time I didn't bring a tricolour and an Irish flag to fight Eller.
Really?
So at least we things played in my head. We things I didn't do right. So I've learned never to break tradition again. So that's the problem.
Yeah, you mentioned about your last couple of camps. You don't really have much of a camp, but where do you think you could be if you went at this? Like, I know I'm not saying that you don't do it proper, but where do you think you could be if you did go at it for like 100%? If
I get my bills covered and I can get help with training, I'll be a world champion in 6 months, guaranteed. But I haven't got that luxury, as most fighters do. I don't have no boxing ring. I don't have no boxing team. I don't have no sparring partners, no strength and conditioning coach, no nutritionist coach. Fuck all. I'll do 90% of my training on my own. Me and Marty Begley do a lot together down his gym with his people. But I have nothing. I'm doing okay. So unless somebody comes and helps me and gets together and fucking, don't know, just trying to fucking make me push us even more, then I'm just going to keep doing it the hard way. I'm going to make my story even more successful, even sound even better, more poetic. But until something changes, then I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Sponsorship is obviously something that would be of interest to you.
I need something decent.
To sponsor you that can get in touch with you.
Absolutely, make it worth your while too. Like, I will be world champion, but it's either going to do it the short route or the long route. And I've been doing the long route the last 20 years. Like, so if we could knock a few years off that, it'd be nice. get there quicker.
Look at the platform that you're on. You know, it's going around the world. It's the fastest growing sport in the world. The people that are involved with it as well. So any Irish companies that are watching want to get involved and get their logo
Absolutely.
or brand or product all over the world.
100%. Yeah, I do get a few sponsors. I get sponsors for camp, but it does help so much. I got a couple of these sponsors today. I'll give a shout out at the end of this podcast. But Steve, without them, like the camp would near enough be non-existent, you know. So they do help a lot, but it'd be great to have a proper full-time, proper sponsor, or just fucking anything at all, like like monthly sponsorship and things like that. Every hour fighter seems to be getting, or me, But I put more work in than any man. I'm gonna do work my balls up twice a day, 3 times a day, Plus whatever else I've got going on around the world in my head. So a full-time sponsor would be helpful, massively helpful. But hopefully when this belt's around my waist, it opens a few doors for me, and people realise, fuck, this guy is going to do really well.
So I'm surprised Forged Irish Stout haven't got on to you.
I was talking to them, and they said they'll be in touch, or they'll tell me to get in touch next time I have a fight coming up. I met them the last show, so I might have to drop them an email here to see what's up.
Yeah, get on to them.
Show me the money. Get that McGregor money out. Get the Red Patty money out.
He just needs to ratchet down the back of his sofa for a few grand, doesn't he? So
I'll take it. I'll go fucking look for a sofa. Actually, I'll sleep in a sofa. I don't mind. I've slept in a lot worse than that, I'll tell you that. Actually, his sofa's probably bigger in my house.
Probably.
It is.
There's some unbelievable fights on the card as well. You're co-main eventing with Matt. Obviously, the main event being Aggie Faulkner versus David Oscar, who you fought last time, or 2 times, twice last couple of goes. There's some unreal fights on it though. I can't wait for it. It's going to be unbelievable. 15,000 capacity stadium. The levels have gone up again.
15,000.
Yeah. It's going to be an unreal night. It's almost kind of been overshadowed a little bit with all this Marbella, the Marbella show and everything. We're only 4 weeks away from it. So if anyone's wanting tickets for the Newcastle show, reach out to Conor and get your tickets through him. His link's in the description box to his Instagram. They can send him a message.
Hit me up.
But yeah, I'm guessing you're going to be watching the Marbella show.
Ah, yes, that's class. Unreal. And fucking all the best of luck to the boys fighting, like, Franco, Danny, and fucking the rest of them. Like, it's an amazing card. It's an amazing opportunity for them. But they've all earned it. I mean, they're guys that battled through adversity. They came back from setbacks, and they've earned their stripes. So, massive respect, So hopefully they can bring the gold home. But like I say, it has overshadowed the Newcastle event. Was announced last week. I knew about it a few weeks back, but to be honest, I lost hope. I didn't think it was going to work. I think it was tortured Andy. Mate, what's crack with this fight? And I think every other fighter must have been doing the same. I just felt like it wasn't going to happen, to be honest. I lost a bit of faith in it. Because like 4 or 5 weeks out from the fight, nothing is announced. How can we ask for a sponsorship? How can we I have to get hotels booked for mates, flights. Then all of a sudden, overnight, every fight was announced and released. And it was just like all guns blazing. But it does seem to be under the radar, which I think is very unfair for me and Matt, because they've both really earned their title shot, and it just seems to be no press, no nothing. Not yet. Maybe there's something in the pipeline I don't know about.
I'm sure.
I always think they don't put enough attention on me as it is. Never mind with the title shot coming up.
I'm sure it'll all be all guns blazing, either at the Marbella card. There'll be lots of advertising for it, and definitely after it as well. I'm sure there'll be lots of advertising for it. But it's not a long there's not a long period of time for you to be able to go and sell tickets. Matt was just saying a similar thing, of only getting the fight card out there and announced 5 weeks before the show. And it's been a long time coming this fight as well.
I was surprised now, I don't know if it's the American side or what, but I was very, very surprised because the show's happening in December, other promotions, and they're advertising for it now, which to me makes sense. If you want to sell tickets, you release it early enough, get people excited for it. And I just don't get it. It's a wee bit harder for me, it is, because, like I say, I'm coming from across the water. And like I say, again, it's a 4th or 5th fight in a year and a half. So it's just a wee bit more difficult, I think, to organise stuff but we're here, it's all official, it's all released, the ball's rolling, the fight's happening, medicals are done, everything's good. all we need now to do is just keep training, and match show up and put on a show. You know?
When do you get home from your cruise?
Never coming home. I'm going to be a seaman for the rest of my life instead of this boat. Just pull up the venues like McGregor. I'm a Lamborghini yacht. Nah, and home next Sunday. But there's a gym on the boat, and I'm on the gym training all the time. And to be honest, I'm eating better food here. It's all best of foods, and the heat and the friggin', like I say, you wake up in the morning, you watch the sunset and the sunrise, and a wee boy along with me. Like it's more motivating. It's more inspiring to be here than it is back home. Back home, the problems, distractions, issues, bills. Over here, bills can't get me over here. You know, there's no debt over here, so it's great. No, I'm home next Sunday when I'm shooting the gym the next morning, starting my heavy sparring for a week or two. Then I'll be more than ready. I'm ready to go now. Ready to go. Can't fucking wait. I've trained harder in this last 3 weeks than I have in the last 5 fights put together.
Well,
which is sad too, though.
There's a lot at stake for this one as well, though, isn't it? You know, and like,
yep,
I'd love to see. There's a lot of guys that kind of. I'm not saying anything bad about you there, but like, you know, you've got distractions, you've got jobs, you've got lives, you've got, you know, a fight to fight kind of thing. But to be able to see someone give them 100% to the fight game, it'd be, you know, I'd love to see you after you've given 100% to the fight.
100%. I've done it before, like in MMA and the boxing. I was doing really well. I was getting sponsors and stuff, but then things didn't happen well. Things fell through, and COVID and all set in, and I kind of lost track of myself. But I've got that spark back, and I am working my head. I'm 37 now, so I'm not as young as I used to be. 2 hours sleep doesn't do it anymore. You know, I need 8 to 10 hours. Coming home from work, I need a wee hour or two to myself. I need a wee nap. You know, I need my feet rubbed. I need all the perks. You know, I need all the luxuries. But again, I've done it so far the last 2 years. Like I say, I've done okay. I'm doing all right. I've earned my in the BKFC. They don't hand belts out, so you have to go and get this. You have to go and earn it. So far so good. So I did have full-time sponsors, and I did be able to train twice a day every day, proper rest, proper nutrition, proper strength and conditioning around me. I'll be an absolute menace to any man on this planet. I'll be a world champion in no time, and I know it. And I think most of the guys in the BKFC roster know that. That's true as well. Look at I've done 30%, 10, 20, 30%. What would it be like 80, 90, 100%?
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Like
scary.
I say. Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Have you got a list of your sponsors at all ready to give them a shout out? Or
I had to write them out because I fucking forgot their names. We got a few new ones today, you see. So big shout out the. Go ahead, can I shout them out? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so I'll shout out the Solar Cover UK, New Look Roofing Systems, Dream Mentor Competitions, the Shed Shack, Madden's Bar. Big up. We're going to be Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland's first BKFC light heavyweight champion. So thank you very much. Appreciate he's coming on board.
There we go. Like you say, hopefully it opens a lot more doors for you as well in the future. And
I think there's a lot weighing on me with this fight, because if I win it, then I do strongly think bigger things are coming. Hopefully the money's going to go up. You know, still getting paid low rate money, so hopefully that goes up, and hopefully maybe America, maybe bigger sponsors. So I can't go down the ways after becoming the champ. I'm going to be number one guy. I can't go backwards, so it has to go up. You know, then hopefully I can train better and train longer and train more professionally and get that friggin' thing I'm desired and what I'm destined to be, the world champion, and I will.
There we go. Appreciate you coming on, Conor. I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, my man.
Well, our top. I'm in my feels like a prison room in here, prison bed, but I'm not. I'm in a cabin, I swear. Actually, people probably think I'm in jail. I'm telling everybody I'm on a cruise.
Brilliant. Enjoy the rest of your time wherever.
Thanks for having me again, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. And keep in touch, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yes, man, 100%. Thank you.
Nice one, man. Speak to you later.
See you later.
Conor Cooke, ladies and gentlemen, living his best life in training camp on a cruise around the Mediterranean. You can't complain at that, can you? But 2nd of November, BKFC Newcastle, the Utility Arena. Get your tickets. It's going to be an unbelievable night. It's going to be an unbelievable show. There's some amazing fights on there, like this one, Matt versus Conor. The co-main event to Aggie Faulkner versus David Oscar, who are fighting for the European heavyweight belt. That's going to be unbelievable, isn't it? That's going to be unbelievable. Some great fights on there. Lewis Keane versus Ben Bonner, Robbie Brown versus Bradley Taylor, Chaz Wasserman versus Anthony Holmes. It's endless. Bakewell's done it again. He's put together another fantastic card. And stay tuned to In the Red Corner podcast for all the latest interviews with some of these lads. Go over to my Instagram, give that a follow as well to find out who my next guest's going to be. Jab the like button, jab the subscribe button, and I'll speak to you all soon.